word. What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Oh, hello.
Hopefully, everybody is doing well tonight. We are here, of course, as always. AP said, "Oh snap, Grio, remember he's a content creator."
Oh my God.
What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Um,
Hi, what's up, brother? He said, "Shout out to Jovan and all the other loose booty bandits."
Who are loose booty bandits? I feel sorry for them.
Burqueño, you will live, brother. How
Eh,
you doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing good today. Had a good week so far. Last day of the week coming up.
Well,
Weekend here.
we, as a community here, as Chronicles family,
What's up, Yvonne?
um, we donated all the stuff to the school today, and it went very, very well. It was a great opportunity. I got to meet the staff. I got to meet, um, the coach of the volleyball team. I got to meet the principal, the assistant principal. They let me walk their campus. Um, it was just really beautiful. It was really sweet. It was really heartwarming. Um, of course, it's a sad situation, that these schools just don't have what they need. And of course, when we try to do something good, something always crazy happens. So for all those little haters out there that hate on us wanting to help kids, I had a talk with them. I went through the school board. They know everything. I sat and talked to them about how Manuel was a troubled kid, how he went to prison, when he got out. I just told him we moved out of state when he got out to start all over. He works now. He's a homeowner. Talked about how we had a couple businesses and they were running really well, and me working at the hotel, but that just wasn't like for us. It wasn't our calling. It wasn't something that we were passionate about. It was just about the money. And at one point we had it, and we had the nice cars and we had the nice things, and it just still didn't do anything for us. We weren't helping out kids that we really want to help out. So I told her about that, and told her about the nonprofit, told her about all you wonderful people that donate, and we come together as a community. And I even told her, like, he goes, we go on YouTube, we talk about it, and just so there's no surprises. And I told her that if any of the balls go flat, if they need something to air it up, if there's anything they need more of, let me know. And she said absolutely. She did say that they are working on a project right now, and hopefully that it'll work for them. So the problem is that kids aren't showing up for school. They're not going to school. It's not even like the kid gets the award for, you know, uh, best attendance for the whole year. Now they're going to do it like, I think monthly or every other month, because they want kids to win something to feel good about, because they're not showing up for school. And so they're trying to target, like, why? Why are they not showing up? And again, it's probably it's the parents. It all falls down to the parents. Why are you not sending your kid to school? And if you're letting your 8-year-old decide for himself to get up and get himself ready and go to school, he's not going to do it. He's not an adult. So they're going to do something where they can win an award, they can win things. And I told her, I go, I will definitely, be a part of that, and just let me know ahead of time. Um, we built a relationship, so the opportunity is always there, I told her. And it was a good day today, guys. It was a really good day today. Oh, and I have one more receipt also. Did you get that, babe?
No. Did you send me?
It was like $114.
Oh, from that last 100 today.
Yeah, so I put in $150 of my own money. 114 went to a couple more footballs, a couple more soccer balls, and then the rest of the money I had to take an Uber there and back, and then I had to get like an XL Uber because I had to put all the stuff in it. So, I mean, it's okay though. And it was so the name of the school, baby, go ahead and tell the name of the school and where it's at.
Okay, it is. Well, it was Bethune Elementary School. Mary McLeod Bethune is the full name, and it's on 15th Avenue and Buckeye, kind of by the Matthew Henson's. The projects over there. It's. Um,
Did you
I'm
say
gonna start.
Buckeye?
Yeah,
I don't think it's
15th
Buckeye.
Avenue. Huh?
I don't think it's Buckeye.
Let me look. I'm pretty sure it is, my love.
Pretty sure it's not.
Pretty sure it is. Hold on. Bethune Elementary, Phoenix. Let me see. So it is 15th Ave and Buckeye. Yes. Exactly like I said, West Buckeye Road. So that's the closest. It's between Buckeye and the Maricopa Freeway, it says. Yep. That's where it's at, babe. Right off of Yuma Street.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is off Yuma Street. I remember that's the street on the side of the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Buckeye's the closest when you go to uh yeah, Pima, all of those roads, all those streets right there, Our Lady of Fatima Parish Mission, all around there. So it's the major crossroads is 15th and Buckeye. Um, I know you sent me these extra picture. I'm trying to get the extra ones that you just sent me put together, and I'm gonna start posting them so you guys can see this. These extra ones. So let me start posting them, baby, so you can kind of explain as we're going.
Okay.
I will go first with this one.
So that's the outside of the school. That's like the front of the school.
Yeah. Hold on. And then the next one.
It's just a little playground for the kids. That's the inside where I was waiting for them to come. So it has a nice little picture of the lady of who it's named after, and she was, I guess, a civil rights lady back in the day, and that's what the school's named after. The school's been there forever, since like 1947. So they gave me a little bit of an update on that, and um, that's just their little board right there with upcoming events. And then that's just another picture of me like walking on the campus, just their little bear, their little mascot. So cute.
Okay, I'm grabbing
And
these
like
other pictures.
I mean, and I took some pictures. I didn't take a whole lot. I didn't want to I feel weird when I do that sometimes. I don't know why. Like I know that I have to show you guys, but I feel weird just like with the camera all over, just hold on. It just I don't know. It makes me feel weird sometimes.
Yeah.
So I got some that are okay. I mean, they're not the best of pictures, but hey, that's outside.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go through. Well, this is obviously the most important.
Yeah, that's the staff. They were, ringing in some, and I just said, "Hey, can I take a picture of you real quick?" They're like, "Yeah, absolutely." So they just grabbed some stuff and ready to go. But that wasn't even all of the stuff that we took. That's like everything. That's like a lot of stuff. We did jump ropes. We did everything on their wish list.
Yeah.
Everything. And that cart, I asked them if they had a maintenance guy to put the cart together. They're like, "Yeah."
Okay. Good. 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 Let me see. And then just to go through from beginning over here. So this is. Go ahead, babe. You explain because it's
Oh,
your
that's
day.
the email that she sent me. Um, of their wish list, and we were able to get everything on the wish list for them.
We'll start here.
There's a couple receipts. Another one. That's the rack for all the stuff to go on. That's the tug of war. We got 3 sets of those for field day. That's another receipt from Big Five. Sporting's good.
And this is
And
today,
then
right?
the one today. Yeah. Or 113. Sorry. It's a 114.
So that's the total stuff, and then obviously them receiving it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the school, guys, and that's what you guys did. We appreciate everybody. We in total
Exactly.
it's about $900 that was that purchased the items that went to these kids. It is an elementary school, so we're talking about
K
uh,
through 8. K through 8.
K through
Yeah.
8. That's why that's why you see that little yard. That one, that's cool. But tell them what you were telling me about that room that they opened for you to look at.
So they opened up a room where they keep things, where they keep all their equipment and things. And I just felt really bad because it's like all the stuff that we took over was mainly their inventory. They didn't have anything in there. It didn't look like an equipment room or an activity room. Like when you open up the door and there's all these balls and, like back in the day, there's the tether balls over here and, you know, those red bouncy balls. Like it just didn't look like that type of room, you
Yeah,
know, but now it's starting to look like that. So it's, they're doing the best they can. A lot of teachers, they don't make a lot of money. They use a lot of their own money and it's never enough, so they're doing the best that they can.
yep. So we'll get into it again in a little bit, but we just wanted to start out like that so everybody sees what you guys did, man. What we did as a community. It's feeding me. I just
Yeah.
knowing that these kids didn't have that, not even in school, is kind of crazy to me. But just
The
glad.
coach, the volleyball coach was like, "I see volleyballs in those bags." She's like, "Yay, volleyballs." Like they're just so excited. The whole team just, thanked us and I told them over and over. I was like, I'm just delivering. It's me and a bunch of a community full of people that just really care and want to help. So I explained that to her a few times so that she knows that it's not just me, it's you guys. It's definitely you guys. And again, that's school is located on 15th Avenue. And you said between Buckeye and Yuma Street?
Well, it's between Buckeye and the freeway, but like it's on Yuma, Pima, those roads after Buckeye. If most of you guys know, it's like in the West Side City neighborhoods, and the Matthew Hensons and all that. It's all around that area. Um, but yeah, it's definitely an area that I'm sure you would guess that the schools would need it. I don't know why the city itself doesn't put more into those areas. And I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer that you would do as much as you can for those schools in those areas. And I mean, they're basically feeding into what them areas produce. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It sucks. It's I don't know. I don't understand why you would think somebody smart would come up and say, "Hey, why don't we do a lot for the school in these neighborhoods, and maybe these kids will grow up to think differently." And but when they show them they don't care, what do you expect the kids to think? It's kind of weird. I
Well,
don't.
right now their goal is to get the kids to come to school because kids
Yeah,
aren't showing up for school like they should be. So hopefully they can get
that's
that.
crazy.
And
It's a K through 8. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's what's a trip. It's
yeah.
like you said it. That's the parents all the way, K through 8, and they're having problems getting them to school. That don't even.
Yeah, I mean, who else? Who else would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do, and we're gonna keep doing, and we'll um, keep on doing it. So, like we told you guys, we're gonna wait to the end, or till we actually delivered the stuff to give you guys which school it was, and that was it. So, anybody on your own that happens to watch us, happens to see this another time, if you're watching a rerun of this, if you happen to see it any other time, and you have it in your heart, it's Mary McLeod Bethune School in Phoenix. And there's lots of schools. There's so many more. I mean, you could reach out to, but this is just one that's in need. And if anybody can do something on their own, hey, by all means, they're in need. You don't have to go through us. We're just trying to pick schools as we go and do things for them. From here on out, we're gonna focus on Christmas, and then in the beginning of the year, we'll start again. Maybe I
Well,
guess we'll make this
for
a thing.
sure, for sure in February. Um, so far, I'm gonna sponsor 3 kids in East Los Angeles at a high school out there,
Yeah,
so that they can get their cap and gowns. So that's in February. So that's after Christmas and everything. But by then, in January, I get a bonus, and hopefully it'll be more than just $150. So whatever, my little bonus is, and then I can add some money. I'm gonna sponsor those 3 kids out there so that they can, have what they need for graduating. And typically it's 25 to 50 kids. I wish I could do 50, but I know I can't, so I'm gonna do 3. But
yeah.
like Manuel said, from here on out, it's gonna just be Christmas now. We're gonna focus on Christmas.
Yep. Let me get to these comments again. Everybody, we appreciate you guys. It's because of you guys that all this stuff was able to be given to the school. If you think about, I mean, just looking at this, you don't even realize these are elementary school kids. Babies, really. And you guys, we just got them stuff that they can have fun with, play. The fact that they don't have it blows my mind. But whatever. I mean, now they do, and hopefully we can make this a thing, and do more schools, because I mean,
I
think
feel
about
like
it.
I, I'm sorry, I feel like the picture looks so small, but there's like balls stacked on top of each other. The cones, there's like 4 sets in each one, like in each one we got like so many.
It's
I
10
feel like there
cones on each set, right?
yeah, I feel like there's just much more than what it looks like, but
Yeah. Well, it's $900 worth of stuff, so I mean
yeah.
that tells you there. And then obviously they're like carrying, holding that thing. What is it, the crate that they put it in, or this that jale esta madre. Um,
Yeah. So hopefully they get that. And I told her, I said, hey, if that's too small and you need a bigger one, or you didn't like it, or you see one that you do like, email me. Like, please email me if you have any issues with this stuff, or if you say, hey, I would prefer this brand. This works better for us for these footballs or whatever, basketballs, like this brand works better or whatever. Like, let us know. Like, please, we want to uh, help you guys out as much as we can. So she said,
yeah,
she's like, I will, so she's very happy. They were super excited.
yeah. And honestly, I mean, just to think about that, we're talking
Mhm.
about kindergarten to eighth grade. I mean, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
guys to everybody who donated, just to everybody who's here supporting us. We appreciate it. Like I said, we ask for money on this channel to go to kids. We don't want money to go to us to buy us ourselves something or to pay our bills. We ask for money on this channel to go to kids so that can help. And I want you guys to know where every penny goes, and that's why we do the receipts. And if you guys ever have a question about it, let us know. Like, please ask.
yeah, for real. Oh man. Y Yvonne Kiwaletai said, much respect, Jovan, just a joke. Meadow said, probably about time. Fool, we're just here, bro. What time is it? Friday. Oh shit. When did we do the music night?
Oh man, that was
Sunday. We've been
Sunday
gone
night.
4 days. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why? Honestly, we kept waiting for Jovan to go take this stuff to the school. And our plan was this week to come on once all this stuff was delivered to the school. Well, today's Thursday.
I was supposed to go Tuesday, and then I said no, I'm gonna go Thursday, so it just got a little mixed up, and then
Yeah.
I've just been kind of busy, like with I took my niece and nephew to go see that Paw Patrol movie,
Yeah.
Mighty Paw Patrol. So
In
that
their
was kind of
costume.
fun. It was, yeah, my nephew wore his costume. Man, it's tough with little kids. I don't know how people do it. You know, I had a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old. I almost lost my niece. She's running around. I'm like, oh, I'm like, get over here. You know, it was crazy to have like 2 little kids, you know, and I'm just like, I forgot how this was. I forgot how to do this. But, you know, they're fun. You know what I mean?
Francisco said a perfect attendance. Yeah. Ty said we used to get in trouble. What happened? Yeah. Cubo Cricket OG Papa said Anthony. What's up, brother? How you doing? Cubo Francisco said, I just want to say Cubo Chronicles Familia, a big 2-3, aka content creator and hater J.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Francisco. If I wasn't in a good mood, yeah.
He said 15th Avenue and Pima. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
basically, yeah. I just wanted to give a lot of people don't know about where Pima is or Yuma Road and all those. So that's why I give the main crossroads, which is 15th and Buckeye, is the closest one to it. Um, and I guess it's south of Buckeye, not north of Buckeye. So that's where it's at. Yvonne said, my mom used to work at our school and we couldn't only go home early if we were sick. I didn't miss a day of school until I was in 8th grade.
Oh, I can
I didn't.
imagine having your parent work at school.
Yeah, I didn't miss a lot up until my 8th, K through 8. I think well, except for like when I would get kicked out of school, but I didn't you know, I didn't ditch or nothing. That was, I don't even think that was a thing in 8th. I don't know, not for us anyway, not for me. I don't remember that. I know I
I
was pretty
rarely
much.
missed. I rarely missed because if I missed, then I had to like go stay at my grandma's house. And she would make me lay there on the couch. No, you're sick. You lay there. Don't get up. It sucked, you know. And then I had to watch her shows, you know, like Price is
Yeah,
Right and stuff, and the Andy Griffith show. And I'm like, can I watch what I watch? Like, no, you're supposed to be sick. Lay there. Like, what? You know, so it just kind of sucked after a while. So it's like, nah, just go to school.
Clover 28. What's up, brother? He said, what's up, Cricket? Saludos. Right back to you, bro. Ty said, Jovan has family there.
Where? Where my
Probably,
family?
probably in the project, since you always say you do.
Oh, I do.
Francisco said, dang, all up in West Side City. Yeah.
Is that what gang is around there? Like, is that? I never heard of that gang. I don't know.
It's one of the bigger ones in the city. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, 5 years sober said, blessings to everyone. What's up, Arturo? How are you doing, brother?
Hello.
Francisco says, because you're a weirdo. What's up, y'all? Said Heart Like Phoenix. What's up, brother? Ty602 said, nice work, Jovan and B23 family.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you to all of us. Like, that was all of us who did this. And I know that Ropey, she can't come on the lives late because, you know, she has to work, but I did send her personal pictures and things like that. And Francisco, I'll send you some too. Um, but I want to thank everybody for real who donated. Everybody, every single buddy, even if it was $1, it did something.
Yeah, it did. And those of you that couldn't this time, we know have before, and those of you that just can't because trust us, we understand, we get it. Just the fact that you guys are here and supporting us and seeing it, because it makes you guys happy to see this shit too. I mean, it's feeding me, bro. You guys, no one has to, you know, give for this stuff. This is just when you can't. Like we said it before, we do what we can when we can,
And
and
hey,
that's it.
I let the principal know and the assistant principal know that, you know, you guys were ex Choco Locos, but you guys don't live that life no more. You guys want to help the school. You want to help these kids. And so she said, that's great. I was like, yeah, like my hubby,
So
he's not a Choco Loco no more. He's just a regular dude, a soft little marshmallow, and he just wants to give back, you know? So she was like, that's a great story.
Anthony Ortega said, "Cubo, I love everything you're doing. Thank you, brother. It's not me though, honestly, brother. You should. I know you just got out not too long ago, so you're just stepping in and seeing the things that we're doing, brother. We've been going. I don't know how long I've been having this, 2.5, 3 years maybe, and a lot of the people that you see in the chat have been here almost from the beginning to end. We've done Christmases, we've done Thanksgiving, we've done Easters, we've done so much. I mean, hygiene for the homeless. I mean, everybody has stepped up, and it's not us. I mean, this is the catalyst. It's the platform where we can get together and do it. But that's all it is. I mean, we can't make anybody give. So the people that do, and most people are faceless. They are not on here showing their face and stuff, so they could very well not do it. And so it's from the heart, and it's because people are passionate about these kids as well. And those of us that have been through that lifestyle and ended up wherever we ended up behind it. I think that's what makes us so passionate to try to keep these kids from following that path. Heartline said Chronicles did it. Awesome picks. Beto said Cubo Grillo y Jovan, much love from Wickenburg, Arizona. What's up, brother? How you doing, Beto?
Oh, hello.
Yvonne said you guys are amazing, as well as everyone who donated. For real.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you guys, for real.
Ty said, with everything going on, financial situations are about to get even worse. Yeah. It's one of the things that really it's weird to me, bro. Like I never knew. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like in my head, I would think schools have what they need. That's the period. You know what I mean? Like you don't think that they would have to rely on citizens, or you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like how do they not have the feria to fund a school? And then they wonder why kids are following these paths that they're on, and then they want to jump in and spend all this money on the justice, like just locking them up and pretend like, oh well, now we need to do these programs. And I mean shit, if it started from elementary school, if you put money into these schools and gave them the things that they need to be successful and to be busy day to day, I mean, that right there, I think, is the answer. This is crazy. I don't know. They don't even have fucking balls from Walmart and hula hoops and all this stuff that you would think is like is a no brainer. Like they should. I don't get it. It's crazy to me. Like you spend millions on the police departments and all this stuff, but you can't give nothing for the schools to have the basics, just to get these kids, keep them busy in school. And I think that's the problem. No one wants to go to school because there's nothing to do there. Shit,
Exactly.
it's crazy. It doesn't make no damn sense. Like I've never thought of it. Like I mean, honestly, tonight or these last couple of days we've been doing this. It's the first time I've
It's just
actually
an
thought
eye
of
opener. It is. It's a huge eye opener. And like I said, I never saw it because I always went to schools that had it. Or if they didn't, my parents put us in our own sports outside of school. And I never seen it because my son always went to a good school also. So I just,
it.
you don't see those types of things. You know what I mean? If you've had it.
Well, here's the other part. I didn't go to the best of schools, but I don't think I realized what I didn't have, and I don't think these kids realize it. They just think that's what school is, and it sucks, so they don't go. Who would want to go to some fucking school that you don't you got there's nothing to do. You're just it's just all about, I guess, I don't know what they do. I mean, I know the schoolwork, but I'm talking about you're talking about kindergarten through eighth. There has to be some extracurricular stuff that they
And
can't
and
all.
there's a lot more that goes into it just besides like buying them equipment for sporting. You can give them money so that they can go on field trips. Field trips cost money to be able to tour where they go. They have to pay the bus driver to drive them. They have to pay for the gas. I mean, it's a whole lot that goes into it just for a
Yeah.
field trip. And it's sad, it's
I mean, if you look at the pictures of this stuff that we gave them, like you don't even think like how do they not have this already? This is a not a little bit over nine. Let's call it $1,000. This is $1,000 worth of stuff. They don't have $1,000 a quarter each 3 months of school to replenish this. Just $1,000 a quarter to get what for the 3 months. This little pile of stuff. I don't get that don't even. I don't know. Something's wrong. That shit don't make sense. It don't make sense. But you have millions for special tactical equipment for the placas, and why do you think you need all that shit for the placas? Because you're not investing in these kids. Of course, they're gonna grow up and want to and not know what the hell to do with their life. You haven't gave them the skills and the. This is fucking.
like I know that homeless people need things too. But there's people that pull up in trucks with full of food and full of feed the neighborhoods. I wish they would pull up in trucks like that at these elementary schools that really need help, you
Yeah,
know.
it's crazy. I don't get it.
It's
You, my
a,
boy. What's up, brother? He said, Buenas noches, everyone listening from Arizona, Buckeye, Goodyear area.
oh, hello.
Been a while since I checked into the live, he said. And as you guys know, the last school we did musical instruments, was Agua Fria High School.
And it
Yeah,
was for their band.
and that
Yeah.
was, I think that time it was just a few $100.
It was like over a little over 300. And it's crazy because their school actually got funded. Um, I think by the city or something, but the band department was the only department that didn't get funded. Isn't that crazy? There
Yeah,
was other things that got funded except for them, and they haven't been. I've heard of other high schools through band teachers that definitely need help too. So, like I said, that'll be after Christmas, and we're trying to do it all the right way by going through the school board first. Um, oh, I sent the lady the nonprofit paper, and then I filled something out also that I had to give her. So it's just crossing our T's, dotting our I's, and we're gonna continue to do this. I'm never gonna stop. Now that this has started, I'm never gonna stop.
yeah.
You know.
And the good thing is we do have that nonprofit so that we can give every penny that we get for these kids. We don't have to pay taxes or anything. We just everything you guys give goes directly to the kids, and we don't have to hold anything back to pay taxes. Or I mean, I wouldn't even know how to do that anyway. I probably just wouldn't do whatever. But we do have that, so that's feeding me. But I don't know, man. It blows my mind that we're talking about, and I know we're talking about between a lot of schools. So when I say $1,000 a quarter, but if you're a city that has a school, I mean, it's your responsibility. It just is what it is. You're taking the taxes. I mean, why not? I mean, you have to fund these kids. These kids are you have to invest in these kids' futures. If you're not doing that, then don't be surprised when they're not growing up to be the best adults that they can be. Not that it gives them an excuse, but gotta give them a chance, man. This is crazy. Sergio, what's up, brother? He said, "What's up, everyone?" Farmero, so basically, it's Jovan's fault again. Yeah, you know how it is, bro. Very
Sometimes
good,
it's my fault. I have a life too.
very good. News Chronicleros said
I,
Geronimo
I I
Tyson.
called Manuel last night. I'm like, I'm on date night tonight, but not with you. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, 5-year-old and 3-year-old we're going to the movies. It's just like I just get busy with the kids too, you know.
Yup.
But I can't believe it's been since Sunday. That was a while.
I know it went fast.
It went by fast, yeah.
Ty said that's good. Oh, Ty said, wait, this is a good mood. Sorry for you, Cricket. I'm telling you, bro.
Well, I'm sorry for your face, Ty, okay? I'm sorry for you. Okay?
Good TV. Shake my head. Lorena said, hello, all. How you doing, Lorena?
Hello.
Sergio said, oh, poor baby, you had to stay home and be pampered by your loving, caring grandma and spend time with her, creating great memories.
You know what she used to do? We all had like our own little coffee cup. I had like this little Care Bear cup and it was really small. It was like little cup. And she used to always like give me coffee in it. And I used to love it. My mom used to get mad, don't be giving him coffee, you know, but when she wasn't there, so she would like let me drink coffee and have cookies. But yeah, I just like lay there and chill.
AP said, respect for helping the school with the PE equipment. If you do more schools, do you think they'll let you in juvie to speak? I hope so, bro. Eventually, I hope that if as we start building, maybe I guess call it references, then they'll eventually see past uh, my record. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm pretty sure of that, bro. The reason I was denied, I mean, it was, I, you know, I know you guys, we've been here on YouTube talking and all, you know, doing what we do, but a lot of these gente that make that type of decision don't know anything about this. They just know what my application said. And that application that I put in was so in depth, bro. Like, I mean, it asked, and it wasn't even like, it wasn't like, have you ever been convicted of a felony? If yes, please explain. It was nothing like that. Like when you get a trabajo, it was like it asked, it's straight up. Have you ever been convicted of homicide or murder? Have you ever been convicted of a sexual offense? Have you ever been convicted of theft? And each one of those you had to say yes or no, and then explain. And then after that, it asks if you've ever been in prison, if you've ever been, you know, and it would ask state facilities, if you've ever been in federal facilities, if you ever been in this juvenile facility, in the facility that I was putting in for, and then you answer those questions, and if so, what between what years and all this stuff. So I'm telling you, when I was done filling out that paper, I told Jovan, I said, they ain't gonna let me go in. There's no fucking way. It wasn't gonna happen. And I know it's because I haven't, you know, there's no track record of me, you know, I haven't been going and talking to people. You know, we do this, but I don't think this is good enough for them because they don't see this, and they're just gonna go off of what my record is. And I mean, it's logical. I mean, they're protecting the kids. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna allow a murderer, armed robber, Mexican mafia man? You know, all these things that you can say about me to come talk to the kids in juvenile hall without any kind of history of already, you know, showing that you're a reformed individual. Like, I mean, if that were the case, anybody could just put in and go. So I understood. Um, I understood why they said no at that time. And and yeah, I think that if as long as this may not be the thing that gets it. But as we move forward and we make, you know, we do more things, and I end up, you know, like I have been able to go talk at different places. I haven't really discussed it because usually I have to sign non-disclosure agreements because they're private places, like, you know. But I hope that I'm building up the track record that will get me into those type of places too. You know what I mean? Go to Adobe Mountain, go to Durango Juvenile, Ceph, uh, juvenile facilities outside of Phoenix and Arizona, just anywhere. You know what I mean? Just to discuss it and go as a group. I think there's a few people, you know what I mean, that I think I think to get a group together of individuals like me and individuals that grew up like us but didn't go that route, just so we can all talk to these kids about their options, and if you go this route, this is what it is, and you know what I mean. So I hope, bro. That's all I can say is hopefully eventually. AP said Giovanna isn't a choca loco anymore either. She's really reformed.
I was never a Chocoloca. Thank you very much.
Ah, Ty said Choco Loco should be merch. Right. Eric Lerma, what's up, brother? He said Kiwo Cricket and Jovan and the B23 Familia. How are you guys? Hope all is well.
Oh, we're doing good. Hope you're well.
Ty said, yeah, right, AP, LOL. AP said, yeah, bro, but she even used to smack Grillo around back in the day. She was insane in the membrane. That's true,
Oh
bro.
my God, that was one time.
That is true, bro. Imagine.
It didn't hurt.
She put hands on a content creator, bro.
Shut up, you stupid.
George Yalta said, what's up, Cricket? Just checking in. What's up, George? How you doing, brother? Ty said, I've heard some rumors, AP, scary.
Oh, whatever.
Work right now. There's Javier. What's up, brother? He said, first time being on the live, all pedo y marihuano, Cricket y Jovan sound funny. What's up, brother? Hopefully you're feeling well, though.
Hello, I'm glad you're well. Thank you.
Sergio said, Javier, LOL. AP said, also mental health wise, it's important for kids be going through things too. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. But like, you can't just expect these kids to go to school and just be little robots, just learning, and that's part of it. But there has to be another side of that, and PE or recess is all part of that. They get out a lot of their frustrations and shit as kids. You know what I mean? And if they don't even have the stuff to do that, imagine going out to recess. There's no balls. There's no nothing to play. Like, I don't know, bro. It just seems crazy to me. It don't make sense. I guess kids adapt. They'll just fucking run around and chase each other and do it that way.
But there's some kids that want to get away from their home, and then they go to school, and they're like, well,
yeah,
it might not be any better, so I'll just stay home.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And like I said, I mean, this doesn't seem like a lot right here. Like Jovan said, it's only $1,000 worth, not even $1,000 worth of stuff. I mean, there's those ropes right there. Is that pool rope? What are they called? The tug of war ropes. It's 40 cones. Just balls and shit, hula hoops y la madre. And you're telling me that the city can't use some taxpayer feria that these people pay and get that? I know I'm sure there's other stuff that they feel is more important. I don't know, whatever it is, but I'm just trying to think of, like, when the whole system, the juvenile justice system, gets together and they're saying, we need more money to make programs for these kids that are getting in trouble. Why don't they think that getting them before they start getting in trouble would be the most, would be the best thing to do? And that would be in the schools. Give them what they need in school. I don't know. To me, it just seems like a no-brainer. Like now, it's like almost like you can look at this and say, okay, well, no wonder these kids are growing up to do the shit they do. Like, you're not even investing in their future. It's like you just wait for them to get in trouble, then you want to throw all kinds of money at it. I mean, I don't know. It seems crazy to me. Ty said, LOL, what's good, Javier? Burqueño said, no money to give to schools, but plenty for Ukraine. Yeah.
Right? See how that is?
It's crazy. All for war. Watsonero, what's up, brother? He said, new to channel. Hey, who's White Fence? I'm digging her voice. Oh, that's my lady, bro, but I don't know what you're listening to.
Thank you. So, I do have a great voice, I've been told.
What was that? Oh, was that your sexy?
I was trying to have a nice voice. Never mind. Forget it.
Oh. Javier said, ese es el
See?
Sergio
Why do you do that?
Javier said, "Es el Sergio. This Ruca talks a lot. Que no?"
Oh wow, this guy.
Said Ty man. He said, Ty said, mental health is no joke. No, it ain't. Sergio said, Watsonero, that's his fiance. Watch out.
Oh,
So fancy.
fiance.
She's on probation. That's what that means.
Oh Lord.
It probably has old stuffs at 8P. Yeah. Well, she said
Yeah.
they opened the door where they had their equipment, and they did have some stuff, babe, or what did it
Yeah, they
like?
did. It was old though. You know what I mean? Like they need a refresh for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Sergio, you stupid.
Yeah.
I was trying to until you messed it up. Yeah.
Francisco said, I know that it's put to protect the schools, and I'm talking about the wrought iron, but in all honesty, the schools look like a mini pinta.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what Jovan said too, bro. She said it was like a little prison the way it was all fenced in. And yeah, I know that it's not there for the. I mean, it's there for the kids for their protection. I'm
For
sure
their
not to keep.
yeah.
But yeah, it looks crazy. But and I don't fault them for that. Protect the kids at all costs, and me. But it's just at the same time, I think it's like they do everything as a countermeasure. You know what I mean? Like something goes wrong, let's throw money at it. But they're missing the mark from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like shit's going wrong. Kids need all of this stuff that they need. Like you need to invest in these kids from early childhood and give them all the I don't know all the
They
chance
just
they
need all the tools they need to succeed, and if they don't have them, what are they gonna do?
and again, we're not sitting here being, I'm not no liberal ass dude saying, hey, take everybody's feria and give it to these kids and things will be hunky dory. I'm not want to saying that either, but we do pay taxes. So can't some of it go towards these kids that that are going to grow up in society and either, be good, people and or take from society. You know what I mean? Like I just you would think that you would eventually come to point A when you're dealing with the juvenile justice system, or you're dealing with the adult prison system, or you're dealing with all this stuff. Nobody has said, "Hey, why don't we go back to the childhood and see what we can do there?" Or what I don't know. It's just crazy. To me, I would just say think like, and I didn't even think about it like that. Now I'm seeing it and I'm thinking like, fuck, why would the schools have what they need, especially in these type of neighborhoods? That's what I don't understand. I get it. The good schools have the good stuff, but that seems almost backwards. I mean, yes, let them have it too, but why wouldn't you give the schools that don't, that are in the neighborhoods that don't have as much? Why wouldn't you give them everything that they need to help them succeed and do something? They're already dealing with shit at home, I'm sure. Some may not. But when you come to school, that should be your respite. That's when you have a little bit of, get away from the bullshit time. And if you don't even, I don't know, if you don't invest in these kids early, then don't complain later when shit's going wrong. Sucks. Oh man, it's crazy. Francisco said, and a lot of neighborhood have jacked up gente around them. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
No, it is. It's not in a so great neighborhood, so
Yeah,
we know what happens in those not so great neighborhoods. They don't have the best of influencers. So when they leave school, yeah, their teachers can tell them all day long, but when they leave school, maybe not their parents, but maybe the kids, in the neighborhood or other adults, they're just not, the best people to look up to.
yeah. George said, hello, Jovan.
Hello.
AP said, I went to Palmdale on 32nd Street and Weir on the south side. Surprisingly, we had stuff, even band. Yeah. I remember I went to a school in the south, my kindergarten year. And that's the one I told you guys I got kicked out of. It was Valley View. It was on the south side. But that time we lived on 7th Ave and Dobbins. Yeah, right under the mountain, right under the South Mountain. And I went to Valley View Elementary. And they didn't have very much shit at that time either, from what I remember. But as a kid, you don't pay attention to that. It's not like you're sitting there saying, "Damn, I wish I had a ball to play with." You just do what you do. You know what I mean? But as an adult, it's a no brainer. Like, give them the shit they need. It's crazy. Jojo AZ, what's up, brother? He says, "Salute, Grio, respect, homies."
Oh,
Francisco
hello.
said, "Guasonero, that's the homies lady." Guasonero said, "Spence, I didn't know she was married." You good, brother. You good. Ty said, "Burqueño, I agree, homie. It's sad." Ty said, "You good, Guasonero." Yes. Javier said, "Guasonero, no te agüites. Actually, if you pick her up, you'll be doing cricket a favor." Pinche Javier.
Why do you think that's funny?
No, not at all, babe.
Wow. Really?
But
What are
what's
those
up?
eyes? No, don't do those eyes.
What's good, Carnal? What's up, brother? Eric Lerma said, "You're a fool for that one, Javier."
Be careful. I'm a prize, Just,
Jojo said she dark skinned.
he's so stupid. I can't stand him.
If Cricket was a year or two younger, it would be assault on a minor if she hit him. That's true, bro.
Okay, well,
AP said it's K through 5, the school. Is it? No, I think it's K through 8. I don't know, though. Do you know, babe, for sure?
that was K through 8.
Let me see. Uh, there's so many that, like, when you first told me about it, babe, I looked it up, and there's all kinds all over the
Yeah, because of the name, the lady's name.
there's all kinds all over the U.S. It says lowest grade pre-kindergarten, highest grade 8th grade. So yeah, it's K through 8. Actually, pre-K through 8. Ty said Jojo, and they let her in the school. LOL.
Okay, you hush it. They
AP
thought I
said
was a hoot.
prevention, proactive instead of reactive. Yeah, those were the words I was looking for. AP. That's what it is. It's like, I don't know, man. The kids start getting in trouble. Now they want to throw big money at it, and it's not even really to better them. It's more like to house them and all that shit.
Or it's like, let's just wait till they're adults, mess up their life, get on drugs, and then really help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like, why don't you help them when they needed it?
yeah, it's crazy. Jojo laughing. Arturo, yeah, give me a little bit, bro. Let's get through some of this stuff, and then yeah, Simon. Jojo said she messed up her chance with that. Francisco said, "Please don't ever do that, Hater J, and yeah, don't sing either."
I was trying to do like a low voice. I mean, I could probably be on the radio,
Uh-huh. Ty said, "Jovan standards, nice." Francisco said, "Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Anthem, Queen Creek, Gilbert, Chandler, all those places put out for their kids. They have everything. It's the inner schools that then don't have nothing." And that's what's crazy, right? Like, so obviously, doesn't that tell them something? You know what I mean? Like, if you give, I don't know, it just seems like you would eventually put two and two together. You know what I mean? You got all these schools, Scottsdale, La Madre, all these places where they are investing in the kids, giving them what they need in school, pre-8th grade, 7th, 8th grade, whatever, and these kids are actually growing up to make good decisions. And then you go to the inner schools and they're not giving them anything and they're growing up to not make good decisions. Doesn't that tell anybody anything? It's like, I mean, I'm sure it's not going to solve everything, but you do, I mean, how do you deprive kids of just the basic shit that
Exactly.
every
And how
other,
do you tell these kids you're more important than these kids over here?
yeah, that is
Or
the
you're
whole
not
thing.
as important because, you know, you don't live in Scottsdale. That's not the kid's fault. That's the parents' fault. Or maybe the parents don't want to live in Scottsdale, or maybe they can't afford to. But why is that the kid's fault? Why is that the school's fault?
Why is it anybody's fault? If you're paying taxes, put that money for the kids too. Don't just use it all for your fucking uh, beautiful little cop cars and buildings and the offices for the mayor. And I mean, when you can spend feria like that, then spend it on the kids too. I'm not saying don't do it for the cops and everybody else. I'm just saying let spread a little love to the kids. You know what I mean? Or don't complain later when you have a when your prison system is overcrowded and acting like you don't know what the hell's going on. And again, it's nobody's fault. The government doesn't have to take care. But if you're taking taxes, people are paying taxes. It's not like we're just asking the government to just throw feria out of their pocket. This is money that people have paid taxes, including the parents of those kids. So, all we're saying is throw a little money to the kids. I mean, let them have what is necessary. You know what? Fuck, it's never gonna happen. We just have to keep doing what we do. That's it. And hopefully, more people will step
There
up the
was,
same way.
um,
And we,
I think they said when Taylor Swift was here, I gotta look it up. She like donated so much, I think, to the Salvation Army or to the food banks and stuff like that, that they had so much for a year almost or something. And it's like, really? You can't do that for like schools in the inner cities? Really? Like I said, I get it. I know homeless people have to eat. I know it. I know it. But can we put kids first? You know, these are most adults that are that way because they chose to be, because of their addictions or whatever problems. But these kids, they can't go get jobs, you know what I mean? Buy their own stuff. They can't, these teachers are barely making enough. They can't provide for these kids in schools. Yeah, when she was here, she did that in Arizona. And it's like, why wouldn't you put it in the schools? Why would you do that? I don't know.
yeah,
Ugh, it just really, like, it bothers me. But whatever. It's a good day today. We did what we did, you guys, and we're here now. So it's good.
yeah. Francisco said, or Ty said, Francisco correct. A lot of private schools, though. Jojo said, you think kids in the poor areas destroy things faster so they never have anything good? I don't think so, bro. I mean, nah. I mean, they're just kids, bro. They're just playing with the shit. I mean, I don't see that. I don't see that. I mean, you may be right, but who cares? Buy another fucking $10 ball. I mean, it's like you're gonna deprive all the rest of the kids because of one bad apple. If it is a bad apple, I don't know. I mean, I just can't see what a kid in an inner city school can play with a ball differently than another kid that would make the ball not last as long. I mean, what the fuck is he? Super strength too? I don't think so. Sergio said the fact is the cities aren't going to put money into schools that are mostly black and brown kids, especially if their test scores are low. Yeah, and I think that I don't think it's about the black and brown. Honestly, I think it's more about the test scores part. But but the point is, I mean, I think that if you're looking for a better society, a better future, society where everybody is citizens doing the right thing or whatever, then you would think that the ones that have the low test scores are the ones that need a little bit of a leg up, I mean, a little bit of help. And again, I'm not saying, no, you can't throw money at the problem, but at least the minimums. You know what I mean? Like, how do you not? How do they? We're talking about just some PE equipment. I'm not talking about getting them fucking, $1 million fucking gyms and shit like that. Just some balls and hula hoops and shit. I don't know. It's kind of gacho. I don't know. I just think it's kind of gacho. It's I never put it together, thinking that way. You know what I mean? Where maybe it's because they don't have enough. But now I'm thinking like, damn, well, it just kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? You put A and B together. I mean, so you're talking about most of the kids from inner cities, or going to these schools, are turning out to go into the justice system like we did. And then you look and see that the schools don't have everything that they should have. I mean, these smart people from Scottsdale can't figure that shit out. I don't know. Jack in the Box
Well,
said, hope you guys are doing great. You too, brother.
I'm not gonna say what the name of the organization is, but I was approached by somebody who wants me to join also their nonprofit organization to help them, and they said that that can also help open doors for ours and get our name out there, and that there's going to be like plenty of money to go around. So something that I'm gonna probably be doing within the next like 3 to 6 months from here.
Um,
I was offered a
yep,
position
yep,
on the board, so it's really excited.
yep. AP said maybe it's by population. But if it was, bro, think about it. This is Phoenix. Bethune school. I mean, what population? You're talking about the fifth largest city in the United States. I mean, I think we went down a little bit. I don't think it's that
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, I think we're like the 10th.
Whatever it is, but it's still the city of Phoenix is huge. You can't if it's by population. These kids should have fucking their own motorcycles to get to school. 5 years. So, all right, bro. Simon. Francisco said, not even Jovan, no radio would hire you.
Oh, well, dang. Who hurt
Tyson
you today, Francisco?
F. Scottsdale, LOL. Ah, shit. ZG, what's up, brother? He says, salute. Jojo said, devil's advocate. Maybe they feel the rich kids have better manners and discipline, so they're more teachable and learn quicker because the parents are typically educated as well, so it's worth it. No, and I hear that, but is that really the way to make that decision? You would think that that's counterproductive. If those kids already have, they already have a head start because they have their parents, right? That we all know that broken homes is one of the big things we talk about. Obviously, everybody knows that leads to a life of what we did. We've already talked about that. So if these kids that have their parents at home, they have, they already have the tools that they need to succeed, right? They have a leg up. Not to say that they don't need anything, but they're doing okay. Then why wouldn't you put the money in the sections or the parts where the kids don't have that? Where it is, where they do need a helping hand because they're fatherless homes or motherless homes or dope fiend ass homes or whatever it is.
Or why
You're
can't
talking
they
about,
just all have the same start? Why can't all the
well,
schools have the same things? And if they just what they decide to do with it is what they decide to do with it. If this kid decides that he didn't come out okay and he still had the same opportunity as that other kid, then that's on the kid. But
yeah,
they don't have the tools that they need. And this kid does. They do have an advantage. They just
yeah.
do.
And that's what's crazy. Like when you look at it that way, I mean, it's almost like a no-brainer that it's gonna be the way it is. I mean, you have these kids growing up already in a broken home. Then you go to school, you don't have the necessary things that you need, to succeed there. And and of course some do. So I guess maybe that's what they try to use. Like, well, they did it. Why couldn't you? and that's great and everything, but not all kids are the same, and some need that, guidance. Some need, uh, somebody to look up to. Some need somebody to lean on. Some need. I mean, you just don't know what it is, and why not give them? Basically, why not give the kids everything they need to succeed? And then if they don't, then it is what it is. But at the very least, everyone can say they had everything. They had everything that they needed. But right now, you
Mm.
can't even say that. I mean, whether they come from a broken home or not, then they're going to school 8, 9 hours a day, and they don't even have the stuff that they need there. I mean,
I don't get how you get to tell some kids, you get to get everything and you don't get to get anything. It just, I don't know.
it's
It's sad.
crazy. Javier said, unfortunately, the older homeboys would come around after school to check up on us. In our young minds, they cared for us. No one else came around to help us. They'd buy us a burger and give us drugs. Yeah,
Oh my
it's.
God.
I just think that it's. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like people are trying to figure out what's wrong, like how people are ending up going to prison, and why people in this like.
And some people go to school for years and get their degree to try to figure out what the problem is. It's right
Yeah,
there. It's not, doesn't take a rocket scientist, to figure it out.
yeah, it's crazy, and we know that it's more than that, but it's all of that. It's like you pile it on. They already from a broken home. Then they go to school and their school looks like a little mini joint. They have no fucking PE equipment to do that. It's I don't know. It's compounded and whatever. So anyway, Francisco said, I work for a doctor. I watch his kids for the last 4 years active in sports, after school programs, music classes, and he pays for it. I think if you want your kids to succeed, you have to pay for it. Yeah, that's a lot of it too, for sure. And and on the flip side of that, if the that's why I just don't know. I mean, like we're throwing so much feria at the justice system, juvenile and adult. You would think they would say, man, we need to start trying to catch them early. You hear that a lot from people like us, I mean, people that have been there and gotten in trouble and all that, and that are trying. Everybody will say, man, we need to catch them early. But it's like you don't see that from the ones who can really make a difference, which is, the cities and the schools and the ones that give millions to the juvenile detention centers to hold these kids and all that stuff. Like, imagine if you treated schools like you do the juvenile facilities. If you gave them that money, it's crazy. Surgeon said, LOL, Grillo can't say inner city. I said it, fool. I said $20 to see cricket hula hoop. Oh, bro, can't do it.
$20 to not see him hula hoop.
You're a hater. I hula hoop this motherfucker. You
I
guys,
used to love hula hoops when I was little. I used to have them all the time.
I think I could win a hula hoop contest.
I don't think so.
Surgeon said, Ty, LOL. Francisco said, I grew up in East Phoenix back when we had softball after school. We had flag football at the parks. Now you go to the park, there's no more programs. Inner cities don't have anything for the kids. Nah. We used
Oh,
to have
that's another thing we donated, you guys. 2
what?
sets of flag football.
Oh, yeah, the flags, right?
Yeah, we donated that too.
They always had that in school. I remember the flag football. And you would try to do a little tackle on the side.
When I was in school, I was a mediator. We had to wear these little yellow vests. It was so cute. With the little clipboard, and we'd walk around. Me and my partner, we'd walk around, and if we saw a problem, we'd go up to them and be like, "We need to mediate you." And we'd like pull them aside. Felt like like little cops.
Wonder.
It was, I don't know. No, you never heard of that? No? All right.
I mean, I said balls and hula hoops. If you a hula hoop, you have no balls. Yeah, you're gonna read this later, bro. Jojo said Illuminati don't want you, Jovan. Stop making shit up.
Whatever, JoJo. Whatever.
AP said, I say Giovanna goes to this non-profit and never comes back.
Oh, whatever. I think it's going to open up doors for us, though, too.
Jojo said, I graduated high school, took some college, and none of it has helped me in life except on trivia night. Yeah, I can agree with. I mean, I think the schools, the curriculum doesn't necessarily prepare you, uh, but I think that's separate than for the on the behavior side. But you're right. I mean, they don't teach you life skills. You know what I mean? Like
JoJo, you needed a butt whooping from your dad.
they don't teach you like they need to really put in finance as a curriculum. You know what I mean? Banking and finance and
Mm-hmm.
investing money and all that. They don't like that should be the most important thing they teach you is how to save and invest for your future. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people have no idea how a mortgage works or all these things. Like they go buy a house and it's just like they just go through the process, but they have no idea what any of it means. It's crazy. That's this type of shit that should really. I mean, that should be one of uh, the things they teach you. I mean, a lot of that stuff, but I don't know. It's crazy that they don't. They said they used to. I heard that. I've seen some shit where they said they used to do that and they changed the curriculum. Obviously in the 30s and shit, but it's crazy. Francisco said, Jovan, we love you, but you already have a job taking care of Mr. Content Creator.
Okay, first of all, he's not a content creator. Second of all, I think this would be really great for us because it's going to open doors and I'm allowed to promote our nonprofit also. And they said that it would be a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will be. For real. Just all jokes aside, I think it'll be feeding. AP said in billions at Ukraine, all these kid shooters, something is fundamentally wrong with our education system. It is, bro. It is. It's crazy. I mean, when you look at it just on the simplistic point, I mean, just forget the curriculum, forget what they're teaching. Just go down to the main thing, just supplies. And the fact that they don't have the supplies is crazy to me. I don't know. It's a trip when you have so much for everything else. You know what I mean? The city workers, expense all their faith. We got to go to California for a conference, and they all fly first class. They all go to a good hotel. I mean, it just seems so backwards, man. But you're not investing in the kids' futures of this city or these cities. So many. I mean, Jovan mentioned it quickly, but after Christmas, she found that there's a high school in East L.A. where at least 25 to 50 kids every year don't get to walk with the shit they wear, whatever that shit's called.
They don't walk because they graduate, but they don't walk because they don't have the cap and gown that they need. It's $100 for each student. And their parents either can't afford it or don't care to buy it.
Yeah. That's like that type of stuff is just, you would think like some way to combat that would be buy a few each year and then just keep them though, and then that way every year they're there for people to wear. I mean, I know they probably like keeping them and taking them home, but at the very least walking. I don't know. I didn't wear that shit, but you would think that some kids want to.
Yeah.
Jojo said Grillo can hula hoop and climb a palm tree at the same time. That's right,
Oh
fool.
my God,
That's
please.
right. Tai said Oh, and Ty said, spin move in flag football makes everything easy. Keep spinning. I know, right? Yeah, they can't pull that flag. Jojo said, damn, Jovan was a hall monitor junior CO. I'm telling you, bro. Urquez
Whatever.
said, miniature mediator cop steals lunchbox without warrant. Sounds about right. Telling you. Yvonne said, I think they need to have classes about real life stuff and common sense. Yeah, for real. I mean, some of the stuff you learn, I've never used again in my. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know.
But when I was in sixth grade, I had a teacher who she cared a lot. She would, you know, she wanted us to see the other side of things. Like we went to the homeless J Papa school when I was in that grade. And that was the first time I ever went there. And we went to it was like for homeless kids. She made us see other sides of things, you know what I mean? Then we all had to serve lunch. We were like, the lunch ladies, they took a break that day and we all had to go in there and see what it was like to be in the kitchen. And she would take us on our own personal like field trips and things like that. And then we had like fake money in class. And she would tell us, okay, this is how much you guys have every day. You guys will make this much if you come to school. If you don't come to school, you don't get paid. And then she would say, okay, rent's due, or we would come to class and on our desk would say, hey, you had a flood, you have to pay for this, $50. Like she would teach us like little life lessons like that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was little things like that. And then with that fake money, like she would buy snacks and out of now I'm the, it's out of her own money. I never thought of it, but we could buy snacks with like our fake money. And she would try to show us little things like that. And I think there are teachers that really do care and really want to help and teach us things like that. But then there's some teachers that they just don't get paid. They're tired, they're burnt out. They have kids of their own. They have to go to their second job, their third job. They're just like, man, like it's just a lot. So it's like I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Let's see. AP said, I think you get what you put in out of college. If you know what you want, college is a way forward. But a lot of these kids rush into college and get careers they don't want to please parents' expectations. Yeah. A lot of them just want a degree, and some of them choose the easiest shit, and it's like some bullshit ass degree. Um, but at the same time, I mean, there's so much you can do just by knowledge, bro. Like, you don't need a degree to have a good job. And I don't want to like keep tell people not to go to college and shit. Obviously, if you can and the route for you is that way, then obviously it's the better. I wish I did. I would have chose. I don't know what I would have. I think I would have chose something along finance, but that didn't work for me. But anyway, Sergio said the train is flying tonight. One wrong move by the conductor, and we're all fucked. LOL.
Oh my gosh.
It's going fast, bro. Fucking Sergio. Bukino said, just goes to show nothing good comes of politics, whether in government or the joint. True story, bro. It's true. Francisco said they used to call Smear the queer with the little red balls at Estrellas Junior High. LOL, Coach Lemon was a funny white dude. Yeah, I remember Smear the queer. Everybody played that.
Spear the
Ty said,
what?
huh?
What?
Smear the queer.
What
You
is
would throw,
that?
they had the little ball, and then whoever had the ball was the queer. So you had to like tackle them, and then but they would throw the ball to someone, you know what I mean, like try to get rid of it, and then whoever had the ball was the queer, and you had to smear them, smash them. You never played that?
No. See, I would have mediated you right there for using that word.
Oh, that's these days. Those days they didn't mediate for that shit.
I'd be like,
Ty
hey,
said,
little cricket choco loco, you right there. Come over here right now. We need to mediate you.
I'd be selling generics and selling for 50 LOL, said Ty. Francisco said, now you can't say queer. Ty said, buying. I'd be buying generics and selling for 50. Jojo said, we need to find someone to make the cap and gown for cheap. I know, right? Ty said, Jojo, I'm with you. Right. Cap and buy generic cap and gown. Do they have them? Javier said, Francisco, smear the queer.
No,
We
but
just
sorry, it also goes for the little book for their diploma.
oh,
You know the where you put your diploma in?
a folder thing.
Yeah, that's also what's included, and the little tassel.
Javier said, Francisco, smear the queer. We just played Vete Chapete.
Oh, that doesn't even sound right. I don't even know what that is. I don't even want to know.
Shit. AP said, dang, Grillo balling. He went to Five Guys for that $30 burger. That shit is expensive, huh? You can't
It's not
get
even
that too
good.
much.
It's not even good.
It is good.
It's not.
They're
It's so
good burgers.
overrated. And they copied In and Out. I can't.
Tyson, so they steal? Who steal? Jojo said, Papas Locos for life. Porqueño said, in the 40s, they used to teach finance, home economics, and even firearm safety. There's a video here on YouTube that shows teachers and kids with rifles showing them how to use them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I used to have home ec.
I remember
And,
that
and
too.
we had shop and we had all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Shop. I remember
I didn't
home
really
ec.
care for shop, but
They
I
taught
made
us
my
how to
mom a keychain holder.
I remember they taught us how to write checks.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, home ec. How to write a fucking check and how to like balance your checkbook. Yeah. Do they still have that? Home ec?
I don't know.
Because they also bake shit, didn't they? I remember that too.
Yeah, when I was in there, we baked and then we sewed a pillow.
I remember that too. We did a football.
We did football. We sewed a pillow and stuffed it, and it was fun.
It was like a football pillow. You know what I'm talking about? Like a
Yeah, yeah.
fluffy thing. Yeah. So just said fast as fuck, bro. LOL. Burkina said hell of a lot of less crime back then. Yeah. There's a reason for it, bro. What's the root? And the root is obvious. I mean, that back then, I don't know what the percentage is, but families stayed together a lot more. You didn't have vatos having kids with 30 different rucas, and you didn't have like families were actually families back then. If you had a kid, like people felt like people would get married just because the ruca got pregnant. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, oh shit, my baby mama. Nah, that became your wife. You know what I mean? And it's a
Yeah.
different world now. It almost
It is a different world, fiance. It is.
well, I've never been old fashioned.
Beautiful.
Still stayed with your bitch ass, so shut your ass up.
Excuse me, I stayed with you, so you're welcome.
You're welcome. I let you
You're
wait for
welcome.
AP said instead of wolf, it's cricket on Wall Street.
Oh, calm down. Calm down. Let's not stop it.
George started laughing. Burkina said college degree in finances, doctor, lawyer, etc., and then some take liberal arts. Yeah. Francisco said kids already have sexual relations by 12. The kids are being taught about sex in schools, but not life choices. It's okay to be different now, is what the schools teach. Yeah, you ain't bullshit, bro. Like instead of like, and again, I don't give a fuck. People are gonna try and say what they say, but here's the thing: like, they're so worried about all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Of if this kid wants to identify as a fucking cat or whatever, like, stop stop giving into that bullshit. Just teach these kids how to live normal fucking lives. Get them the necessary tools and things that they need to succeed through school, and then let them do their thing. All this other bullshit that everybody is so caught up in, it's like, it's ridiculous, man. You're not even giving the kids the necessary shit, the basics, but you want to worry if this fucking kid wants to a fucking litter box at school. The fuck? That should do it for them. Jojo said, Jovan, ask them if we can get them some, maybe there's a better deal somewhere else. I don't think they let you do that, Jojo. I think a lot of them schools make you buy the shit from them. Because then
Ask them if what?
If we can get them like the little hat and dress chingadera.
No, it has to go through the company they go through.
Yeah, I think they always do.
They all have to be. It has to go through them.
Because the school makes money off them too, bro. So they'll put their little logo on it. They use the school colors. Pretty like on the tassel.
But I don't care if it's $100. It's $100. If the kid has their cap and gown, their tassel, their little book with their diploma in it, they get to see that every day of their life. Even if they put it in the back of their closet, when they're sitting there going through their clothes, they're going to remember, dang, I graduated. Like, I remember that day.
Yeah. I think
I got to walk. I got to be part of that. It's a huge accomplishment.
And it's really not a lot when you think about it, because you talk about, like, I didn't get to do it, but I'm sure it instills a lot of pride in these kids when they get to walk and receive their diploma. Like,
Absolutely.
They've gone to school all these years, 13 years, whatever it is, 12, 13 years, to finally reach this point. You get a diploma from high school, you graduated, you get to walk and receive your little thing, and everybody claps y la madre. And in the end, it's like, it's just $100 just to give them a little bit of a good fucking day, some pride in what they've done and how they've accomplished. I don't know. And then again, these are the schools that where it's important it's important to make this important, because there's not a lot of, I mean, a lot of the kids aren't graduating like that. They're just, there's so much the dropout rates and all that shit. So the ones that do, man, they should be celebrated and they should feel it. AP said they're good, but I went once, paid $34 for burger, fries, and soda. Hell no. Yeah, it's something like that. I took my son today, so me and him went. I think it was like $50 for the two of us. We bought a burger each, soda each. And the only reason I got the soda, I'm gonna change the subject real quick, but you guys know, so they had the drink machine, and right now, because of Halloween, Fanta has a drink that they're not telling you what the flavor is, and you get to get it, and it's like, it's like a little Halloween thing. And so they had that on there, and it said, "Would you dare drink this?" And so me and my son bought the soda so that we could taste that. It's pretty good. But anyway, back to this.
You're a noob.
Sergio said, continuation school, I finished that, was so underfunded. We didn't have enough caps and gowns for everyone. So in order for the 20, 30 kids that graduated that year to all wear a set, they split up the ceremonies into two groups. And then as one group was coming off the stage, they were immediately taking off their set and handing it to another student. LOL.
No.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, it's probably not the ideal situation, but that's what it's better than some kids not being able to walk, you know what I mean, just because they can't afford it. AP said, of course you did, Giovanna. You're an old geezer. You had all those classes. Yoshi said, workshop making benches. Yeah, I remember
I
now.
made this key. It was like a huge key, and then we put like little hooks on it, and then like I gave it to my parents, and they would hook their keys on it. It was so ugly. Like, and they kept it. Like they kept it for the longest, and then like I don't know, 5 years later, I'm like, you guys can throw that key away now. Like, oh, why do you still have it? Like, I made that a long time ago. Like, it's ugly. And they're like, no, we like it. We're gonna get like my mom was the type to keep things like that, and it didn't matter if it was ugly or not. I was just like, throw it away. It's like, but they kept it, and they would hang their keys on it.
Ty
How to
said
be a
how
house,
to.
whatever.
They did have that too. That was part of it. Sergio said, as one group, oh, that's the one I read. Yeah. Big motherfucker, what's up, fool? Cubo fam. Big motherfucker just coming in. For those of you that are just coming in, we've had people come in and out. G Thoughts is here now too. Big motherfucker. Hopefully you guys are still here real quick before you guys run off. Jovan delivered the stuff today to the Squalene. There it is right there. This was the elementary school that she took it to. You want to go, babe? Take it.
No, it's just in a nutshell. That's the school that we
Okay.
donated to.
Yeah.
It was a little over $900. That's just a little part of the school, the outside of it. And those are some workers that were working there that helped with the equipment taking it in. I just took a quick picture of them really quick with some of the stuff. And that's just a rack that their maintenance guy is going to put together. And then that's everything that we delivered. And then there's just some receipts right there.
Just going through it all fast. Just for everybody that wasn't here in the beginning of this. That's all of it right there. Oh,
Oh,
shit. My bad.
well, that wasn't nice after all that.
My bad.
Jeez.
AP said population growth and people like Giovanna started to come in bringing crime.
You couldn't even finish that sentence. Your voice cracked before you even finished that sentence because you're laughing. Wow.
Sergio said, big motherfucker, what's up, bro? Big motherfucker says, Sergio, thumbs up. Jojo said, she's lucky you let her stay. I know.
Lu-
She knows that.
Lucky. Excuse me?
Javier said, bank gave me stack of checks. They said they were all good. I used them all. It cost me a prison term.
Oh my God. I'm done.
Ty said, big motherfucker, beat 2-3. Ty said, beat 2-3, always 100. G Thought said, today in California elementary schools, they teaching little boys how to sexually pleasure other little boys. They even have books for this. No more American flag in classroom. It's all rainbow flags. Wow. Really?
Crazy. He said in California?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, need I say more? I don't mean to be that way, but I mean, come on.
Big Mama said, Burqueño, sup, bro? Francisco said, Justin's in North Phoenix sells caps and gowns and diploma holders. Maybe we can ask for a discount.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they'll let you do your own. I mean, we have to, I don't know what the rules are. Like, if you show up in your own shit, will they still let you walk? You know what I saw? Just so it was real quick. The valedictorian of, and I don't remember what school it was. It was this news thing that I read. So the valedictorian wore a Mexican satchel or some kind of shit with her thing, right? And I guess a lot of the kids did or whatever. And so that was last year. So this year, their custom that they have is every year they have the valedictorian from the last year give the new one their paper, whatever they get for being valedictorian, right? And this year they said they're not going to invite her back because she wore that Mexican satchel. They're saying that it wasn't part of the uniform or something like that. And So that's why the reason I bring that up is 'cause I don't know if you're allowed to use stuff outside of what they sell you. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it has to be what they're selling in order for you to walk, or can you go buy a cap and gown? Or like, if your jefita had a cap and gown from her days, could you use that real quick? You know what I mean?
No, you use what the school is using that year. You use what the school is using that year. And you have all year to buy a cap and gown. And for whatever reason, the parent cannot come up with $100 for their kid that did this great accomplishment, $100, which
Yeah.
is really sad that the parent can't come up with that. That's fine. Like, then they need to find some way to get all these kids caps and gowns for $100. But they all need to have what's in what they're wearing that year. I'm not gonna wear what my mom wore in freaking 82. You know what I mean? Like, no, gross. Like, the parent has all year. It's one time in their life. You graduate kindergarten, 8th grade, and high school. Really? That's what upsets me.
You graduate kindergarten, eighth
Yeah,
grade.
in 8th grade.
I didn't do none of that.
Of course you didn't. You were locked up somewhere. Yeah.
You're always talking shit.
I'm just saying, you were. You're probably somewhere.
Javier
I don't
said,
know.
I want to identify as a burro, but from the waist down only. Is it a
My God.
Shit, is it the mota or what? Fucking Javier.
Uh,
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ty said, F the cap and gown for that robbery, $100. No.
I
But,
don't think that's a lot. It's $100 for a cap, for a gown, for a tassel, for the little book. Like, that's a memory. That's $100 of a memory that, you're
when you
paying
put it,
for. Like, if you look at
yeah,
it.
when you look at it in that sense, then yeah, it's not. But, honestly, for some people, $100, baby. I mean, but again, when you're
Like I
thinking
said, the
about,
parent has a whole year to
yeah,
save up. They know their kid's going to be a senior. They have a whole year. Or, okay, the
or
parents,
all 4 years.
the parents crappy, whatever. They're sucky parents. Now the school, where could they get funding to get this for every year for those 25 to 50 kids that cannot get a cap and gown?
Yeah, but that probably won't happen because then they'd have to do it for everybody.
It's just sad.
But I guess that's where people come in. People that care and want to do. I mean, I know we can't do all of them all of the time, but we can do what we can do, like we say. Burqueño said, parents, justice system, educational system, peer pressure, all major factors of why things are the way they are today. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I just think if you started to focus on it early, like before it becomes at risk youth, you know what I'm saying? I think they're at risk already just by when you're coming from a broken home, you're in an inner city school, all of those things already are setting you up for, not the greatest future. And some obviously persevere and get past it, but you can't hold them to be the example. Everybody has to, you just give them a chance, man. And if all it takes is fuck $1,000 a couple times a year to get them at least the necessities, then I just don't see why it can't be done. But I mean, whatever. It's not being done, and we're not going to change that. So hopefully, we just what we did, what you guys did. I mean, at the very end of the day, here the one thing that I take away from this is I know that a bunch of these kids are going to run around smiling and shit, playing with the stuff that we got them. That's cool to me, for real.
Yeah,
Ty said, shouldn't have to pay for what you earn.
exactly. They they earn that. And there's some kids that, maybe they messed up their freshman, sophomore year. And their
Jojo said,
junior year, senior year, they came back hard and they just barely graduated. And it's like, and then their parents don't have the money to let them walk.
yeah. Jojo said he was just asking because they're on Amazon for $20 a set. I'd buy 5. I know, but they still need the tassel and the little book. I think is the thing that has like their insignia or logo or whatever colors. George said it's sad what the schools are teaching, and when the parents say something about it, they get mad and try to shut the parents about it. It's too sad to see this going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the focus is wrong. You know what I mean? Like they're worrying about the wrong fucking shit.
I know this is a little off subject, but like the other day I had a talk with Mijo. And I know he had a flat tire, and then they told him that, they would let him keep his car there, and then they towed it, and life stuff. Oh, mom, I had to pay for this. I don't whatever. And he's like, I'm just doing, lately he's been telling me, I'm doing the best I can, doing the best I can. I keep hearing that from him. And I was like, well, if this is your best, then you're going to be in trouble in life. I go, and I know that you probably called me because you want me to. It's okay, mijo. I love you. Don't worry. It's good. And I think that sometimes he calls for that, but there's sometimes that he has to hear it from parents, that tough love sometimes. And I was like, this is your best. If this is your best, then you're in trouble, kid.
Yeah.
Like, you should have money already in your savings. You should have good tires. Why do you keep buying these cheap tires? Why did you leave your car there? Why did you take their word that they were going to tow it? Then they towed it. I'm like, come on. It's always something, then a couple months ago, he lost his wallet. It's like, he's just so clumsy sometimes. And I'm just like, kid, if this is your best, I'm not impressed. I'm just not. And it hurt me to tell him that. It did. Like, I hung up and like, I want to cry right now just thinking about it because he's my baby and I want to protect him. You know what I mean? But we have to let him start standing on his own 2 feet. He's not going to have me and Manuel forever. And we want to know that he's going to be okay. So I gave him a little bit of tough love the other day, and I haven't heard from him in a couple of days, so I don't know. I don't know if I don't think he's mad or anything, but
I got on him too because it's his decisions that are messaging. I'm the one I paid $500 to get his fucking car out. Shit, that's where I fuck up because.
And that's what I tell him. I go, and you get to have these bad days or bad week because mommy and daddy are going to be there to bail you out. I go, that. And then he's been a little late on his rent. It's due on the 1st. He'll pay on the 5th. Sometimes a little later, and I'm just like, come on, kid, get it together. I know things are expensive. I know I know it's expensive, the way things are nowadays, groceries, all that stuff. I get it. But I had to just be honest with him and tell him, if this is your best, you are in trouble. You got to get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jojo said Jovan took her driver's test on a dinosaur.
Oh my, whatever.
And it's a metal shop and auto shop were cool too. I never took those. I never had no metal shop, but I didn't go to high school. I had shop in I think 7th grade, and I think it was like a wood shop is what I remember. But I never, I don't remember a metal or an auto shop. But I think that's high school stuff. I would think I didn't ever make it there. Francisco said Justin is in California, but there's a lady here who is really about helping out the kids. Her name is Betty. She runs the Phoenix office. Oh yeah? I need to see.
Oh, okay.
Big motherfucker said, great job, Jovan.
Oh yeah,
Porque
thank you to
dice,
everybody.
yeah, it's not, I mean, obviously she does it, she did the legwork and stuff, but this right here is you guys. I mean, out of our own money, I think total we only put like $200 or something. Um, this is $1,000 worth of shit that we gave to this school, that you guys gave to the school as a community, and it wouldn't have been done without you guys, and that's why the reason we put up this type of stuff, the receipts, is because we don't ever want there to be a question as to where your guys' money's going to. It's never going to go to us. We have jobs, and we make pretty good money. I mean, it's not the greatest, but
Calm
it's,
down. I make okay money. You always
I
make
mean,
it seem like if I'm rich or something, I'm not.
no, but
But
we make enough to pay our bills. We don't
yeah,
need,
that
you know,
exactly.
we don't need, donations to live our life. Uh, what we ask for when we do this is so that we can do the stuff that you guys see that we do, and I think it just makes me feel good. That's why I asked for it. I'm assuming, and I know that it makes you guys feel good, because nobody would just give their feria away if it wasn't for a reason. You know what I mean? If it didn't make them feel good to do it, and most of us, at least in this channel, I mean, come from those type of neighborhoods, from these type of, been through this system, gone to prison, juvenile, all these things that a lot of us have in common. And I think we know what it takes to deter that. And a lot of it is, you can't just throw money at everything, but some of the necessities, I mean, it's just common sense. Give them what they need. Um, and then hopefully, that it gives them a chance. And then obviously we're also, I think the big thing with the kids that are already kind of starting to get in trouble is the story of our lives that we can tell, and I think that will have a big impact, because I think it have a big impact on me. It did have a big impact on me. If I can explain it in a way where these kids can feel it, you know what I mean? The actual, you know, being locked up and going through all this stuff, then I know it's gonna help. I mean, if they can feel some of that stuff, and again, I'm not no victim. I chose my life. I did what I did. I'm only telling the story, so hopefully it'll deter other kids. I've dealt with what I've gone through. It is what it is. I'm not expecting anybody to cry for me or nothing like that. But I hope that my story will, I think there's a saying where, if you learn from others' mistakes or some shit. I don't know exactly how it goes, but I know that's part of it. And if these kids and people can learn from my mistakes, then, more power to them. I'll keep on talking about them, because I really fucked my life up, and went through a lot of bad times. And it's not, again, I've told you guys, I don't want to tell these kids the scary stuff, because there was nothing scary about any of it. What was fucked up about it was the emotional toll it took, the losing family members, not being there to raise my son, all of those things that a man should have to do in their life, taking care of their family and shit, you know. And then, on top of that, I made decisions that I have to live with the rest of my life, um, that don't feel real good. Um, but they're mine to deal with. And but again, I just hope that some of my stories, some of your guys' stories, some of the stories of the individuals that did take a better route and came from the same barrios will help these kids make better decisions. So that's why we appreciate you guys supporting us and being here and doing this stuff. I mean, just think about it. We it was a little bit over $300, and we gave that high school the musical instruments that they needed, or the things that they needed for their music class or whatever. This was just a little bit under $1,000, and we gave these kids, at least a year or two or at least a year. I mean, which is good enough, of
Not just that, when we did the hygiene for the homeless kids, we had enough hygiene to last months, maybe even a year, the lady said. She was, surprised at everything that we took. So I mean, I wish it could be a forever thing, but we're trying. We're all trying together.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys. For real. Oh man, where are we at? Let me see. All right, here. Jovan took her to go. Justin in California too, but there's a lady here who's really about helping out the kids. Her name is Betty. She runs the Phoenix office. Burqueño said, I swear we should all donate a little bit of feria to make Jovan a shirt that says "in a nutshell."
Right. Like right now. He could have done "in a nutshell." But whatever.
This is a fucking podcast. Like, you're supposed to talk. You
Why do you
want to
gotta
say
effing cuss all the time?
your bitch ass up. How about that?
It's not a good look, bro.
Look at your ass, bro. I said Jovan's mom said she was the lucky one.
Whatever.
Burqueño, let's do it. Our Lopez. What's up, brother? He said, Cuba Spider, a white picket fence. Long time no hear or see. I know you missed music night, fool. We had music night Sunday night.
It was a pretty good music night.
Oh, yes. We went over 4 hours.
I can't believe you party animals.
Till YouTube shut our asses down. Javier said, Chale esta ranchera banging on us, Californians. Prieta, guarachuda, mojada, gacha.
Oh my, wow. What? Whoa. Jeez.
Jojo said, we could order them to match Jovan and just thinking outside the box so we can help more students. Yeah, we just got to find out if that's an option.
Yeah, I can call the school and ask.
Yeah.
I already have direct contact with that high school. So
I wonder if you have your own outfit, how much is it just for the little book thingy and the hanging?
But
thingy?
if it matches theirs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, usually it's just a black thing, right?
No, it's their school colors. Like Trevor Brown was brown and orange.
Not the cap and gown.
Yeah, it is. It's your school colors.
It's not just black.
No. And like my brother, my little brother's high schools, they were blue. Theirs were blue and silver, I think. Blue and white.
Nichols was just black.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Ty said, why pay that though? It's a trap. Burkina said, fact of the matter is, if it's a public
your
school,
face is a trap, Ty, okay? Shut it up.
If it's a public school, it should be provided already. Equipment, supplies, books, instruments, and cap and gown. 65% of the lottery is supposed to go to public schools and taxes. Yeah.
And like I'm not saying like prisoners don't need things either. But how does a prisoner get to get an Xbox where they're at, but these kids don't have school supplies?
Well, let's not hate on that.
Yes, I am going to hate on that. I am. No. There's no reason a prisoner should have an Xbox while this kid in school doesn't have PE equipment. Are you kidding me right now?
If I had an Xbox, that 20 years would have been like nothing. My fucking thumbs would hurt though.
You probably wouldn't call me as much.
At all.
That'd be great. I have to hear about you. Where's my money? What are you doing? Why didn't you answer? Where's my son? Put on.
Well, I still would have called for the money because I need to buy the games for my Xbox.
Okay, I'm freaking done with you. Get on.
Burqueño said, while the superintendents are living it up. Ty said, that's a bag of reefer, Jovan. Think about it. Just kidding. Arturo said $100 is worth it. Yeah, I think it is.
But
I
you
think
mean
it
to
is.
tell me these parents don't have $100 at the end of the year? The mom never spent $100 on herself to get her nails done, to get a purse. Like, they're really that broke. They don't have $100 at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't save $10 a week or something. It's just bull crap. They're not putting their kids first. That's the problem.
Javier said Jovan was not going to wear the sarape that her jefa used in Mexico to graduate. The sarape was lost when they crossed the river, anyways.
You wish. My mother graduated from Trevor Brown High School.
Sarape. Francisco
And
said,
I
calm
wouldn't
down.
wear that anyway. Like, why do they do? You guys
Big
can call me a hater all you want, but why do they do that? Like,
What?
you're here in the States. Like, like, come on, whatever. I don't know. That's another day, another topic.
Francisco said, you wouldn't wear clothes from Kmart.
No, I wouldn't. Not when I was little.
If you already earned it, you shouldn't have to pay. It's bullshit. Yeah. Javier said, might motherfucker, if it's just what I hear, I'm not the kind to be a chismoso. Big mom. George said, bye. After that, you guys, good night and God bless. Good night, brother. Ya sabes, brother. Have a good
Good
one.
night, George.
Big motherfucker said, Javier, as soon as she cut her trenzas off, se le subió lo presumida.
Oh my God. I don't even know what that word means, first of all, sir.
Javier said, big motherfucker, LOL. Manuel Unsueta, that's the beautiful thing about being an only child.
No, I know he's an only child, but that doesn't mean it gives him the right to be irresponsible with, managing his money and setting himself up for life. Like, he needs to get it together. He's 20 years old.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. He knows that I could pay my rent late, because it's going to be okay. It's our house. You know what I mean? Oh, he just knows that he's going to have mom and dad there or like his little safety net. And I'm gonna just we got to kind of start putting our foot down with him.
I'm telling you, I paid $500 to get his car out, and then today he asked me if I had $10 on Cash App.
That's what I'm saying. I think the other day he said, before I gave him like that lecture and that talk, the day before, he's like, do you have $10? Again, he's like, I'm gonna get some food right now. I go, stop eating out so much, go to the groceries. He's like, I just want to get lunch real quick. And I'm just like, I don't have it, Mijo. Like, it hurts me to say it, but I'm like, I have it, but I don't have it for you. Like, you have to manage your money better. If you were to go to the groceries, get some food, you'll have food for a few days. Stop eating out so much. Stop being lazy. And he's like, well, I'm at work all day. I'm like, and you're supposed to be at work all day. You're supposed to work.
And he's not. He doesn't come in till 3:00.
It's just,
He'll be all right.
I know he's going to be all right. But like I said, the way he said it, he was like, I'm just doing my best. This isn't your best. And if this is your best, then you're in trouble, kid.
Ty said, damn, I needed some parents growing up. LOL.
You need some parents now, Ty. Okay.
Said, what's up, Crust? How you doing,
Oh,
brother?
hey, Kristen.
Saludos.
Hello.
So, big motherfucker said, yeah, if she would have had an older sister to whoop her ass every now and then, she'd be all different now. Respectfully.
No, I don't think so. I had an older brother, and he didn't try to check me either.
Ty said, Crust.
I think I was actually mean to him, and he was my older brother, and I would like check my older brother
Crust
when we
said,
were
hi,
little.
Ty. What's up, big motherfucker? Ty said, you can throw money at me, just saying. Yeah.
Ty.
Put up Jovan's favorite photo.
Let's not tonight. We're not ruining this live with that.
Jeez. bro, she can't handle it,
Don't
bro.
do it.
How
Don't
about this?
do it. Oh my God.
How about that one? How old do I look right there? 25 at
You
the
look the
most?
same age right now. Just put some sunglasses on, man.
Exactly. That crazy? 25 years old.
You are not 25 right there.
I look it.
No, you don't.
How about that?
You're
Keep talking.
stupid.
Francisco said, "Cule crusty joint." Ty said, "I just can't relate to 20-ish-year-olds. They are weirdos to me." Yeah, nowadays. Porque said, "Crust salute." Javier said, "I was scared after prison one time. It was the last time. No one was there for me. My wife was dead. Now I never let anyone know of my release date. That day, the world seemed big." Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, when I was getting close to my release, I wouldn't say scared. I was nervous. Just because, you know, I didn't I didn't know where I was headed. I didn't know what was going on, like what life was gonna be. You know what I mean? Like getting out. I was 37, pretty much been locked up since 17. I had no skills really. I mean, nothing that I can use. You know what I'm saying? That I thought I could use, like no kind of squalene. Uh, I had a GED. I did get that early on in my sentence, but I was like, I didn't know what I was gonna do really. Just trying to figure it out, and then I had to get out and I had to and I was getting out to my son and my ruca, and so I know I had to take care of them and figure that out. And so it was a trip, man. AP said, "Shut up, Jovan. Your butt is loose and you're old."
Oh. Well, dang. You know how to make a statement.
Mm. Oh, he said that was a bit too good. I got you. Yeah, that's crazy. R. Lopez said, "Sunday night I was drinking, probably drunk." Ty
Uh,
said, "AB, that's the word." Jojo said they named her Jovan, but everybody calls her Lucy.
Shut up, Jojo.
Big motherfucker said, "Looser."
Loose.
Ty said, "R. Lopez, you good." Javier said, "I'm out. All my brothers and sisters dispensa si offending tonight. Los quiero a todos los cronicleros despite el compa Jav."
Good night,
Oh, this
Javier.
beer. You good, bro. Ya sabes, Javier. Chingo de amor.
Good night. Thank you for coming on. We know that you're, still in recovery. So we appreciate every time we see you. Sometimes I don't appreciate your comments, but we appreciate you being here.
Ty said, "Javier, good night, brother." Big motherfucker said, "Javier, cuídate." Ty said, "Some families don't, Jovan." Yeah. Kenny said, "Javier, peace." But Kenny said 23 at the most. Yup, yup.
Okay, whatever, liar.
Jovan the bully, B23. Francisco said 22. Right? I know you see it. She hates, bro. She sees it. I mean, look, I even shaved my beard off. Look at that.
You're so delusional. I can't. I can't. I
I
have
know,
no
I know
words.
you see it. You're just a hater. And this picture, the one in the car, that's only from a few years ago. And look, it's saying like there's. I mean, what do you do? What do you say? At least
No, it wasn't a few years ago. That was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
that's a few years. What do you think a few means
A few is 3.
or more?
Smart guy.
A few is 3 or more. Yeah,
Whatever, bro.
whatever, bro. Oh, you know what I found today? I was looking at this one.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
I just don't like
Cover
that
up.
little guy. I don't like that he sticks his tongue out like that.
It's a good cover up though.
Yeah, but
Can't really see what was behind it. A little bit. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, everybody that played a part in what happened here tonight or today. Again, it was called Bethune Elementary. It's called Mary McLeod Bethune on 15th and Buckeye. That is the school that we chose. That sent Jovan had reached out to. They sent this email to her saying that these are the things that they needed. So Jovan went out and started purchasing. We started getting money from you guys, of course, and we were able to purchase a ton of stuff, almost $1,000 worth of stuff, and take it to these kids. There's K through 8, so a bunch of little elementary school kids that are gonna have the tug of war ropes. We got 3 of those right there. That was their little cage thing where they hold the balls and stuff. The cart. Uh, just all the different stuff. And we're just showing the receipts of how much everything came up to. It was a little bit under $1,000, I believe. And this is she gave it to the people at the school, and they held it up for the picture. And in total, it was all of this stuff, which is a little bit under $1,000 worth of stuff that we filled up their little PE or recess room, whatever they call it. I'm not sure. We really do.
and like I said, we made a good connection. So I told them, let me know if I left something out. Let me know if they need anything else. And you know, she's gonna keep my contacts, and we're gonna build a relationship and go from there. So
Yeah, and hopefully, the
and
next
we're
highest.
not gonna stop. Yeah, we're not gonna stop helping as many schools as we can. Whether it's in Arizona or out of state, we're gonna do whatever we can when we can.
Yeah, and as
So
soon as I get in, figure this out, and I can get into a juvenile facility and all that, then as soon as I get a grasp on that, it's on. Um, I'm really gonna go hard on trying to do whatever I think we can for our juvenile facilities and stuff like that. So, because that's where my passion is. I want to get these kids, and I want them to hear my story and hear some of your guys' stories, and good and bad, and just realize the options they have, and what they're in for, regardless of which option they choose. Um, I have people that I talk to now that grew up in some of the worst neighborhoods in California and Arizona, and ended up going to the military and doing big things and becoming, something different than the rest of us. Those of us that chose this other path, and those of us that chose this other path have stories to tell that I think are deterrents. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to go through some of the shit that some of us have gone through, and some of you guys have probably been through a lot worse shit that I've been through. So I want to highlight some of your guys' stories too, and throw them out there. And it just sucks, man. A lot of the stuff that we did, we didn't realize doing it would lead to what it did. And some of us have things that we have to live with the rest of our life, and it's nothing to it's not cool. It's nothing to brag about. It's none of that shit. And so hopefully we can get that message across to some of these kids. And they can make a decision that will better their life tremendously. I mean, the other route is tagacho el pedo. Burkini said Javier, peace. Burkini said 23 at the most. That is true. Jovan, a keister stasher on the low.
oh my god, this guy.
Burkini just said last time I checked, a few meant more than 2. That's exactly right, bro. She's just
A few is 3 or more,
exactly.
right?
And you said that was 4.
Well, a couple is 2, a few is 3.
or more.
Okay, thank you. Smart guy.
It said, last time I checked, a few meant more than two. AP said, good night. Gente, Sergio said, have a good night, everyone. Big motherfucker said, Christmas next.
Yeah,
Sir.
Christmas is next for sure.
Bro. For Christmas, I'm gonna try to do like every check. I think I'm gonna try and save a certain amount. I don't know what yet. I gotta figure out the bills and all that. But that way, I can do some bigger amount. But yeah, this Christmas is gonna be cool, man. And for those of you that are still here, I don't know who's dropped off or not, but if you guys know of a family that we can kind of sponsor, I would like to do maybe one or two families that we can really give a whole Christmas tree, and then a bunch of gifts that we can give kids and stuff, right? So if there's, what I'm talking about is like maybe a Christmas tree, a dinner, some gifts, the whole little thing. If we can do that, for a couple families that otherwise wouldn't get it for whatever reason, and then just gifts for kids. If any of you guys know some kids that need a little leg up, a family that needs a leg up that otherwise isn't going to get whatever it is that they need. They're meant, lack of feria, lack of family, lack of caring, whatever the situation is. We're not judging that. We just want to do what we can for the kids. So if any of you guys know of any of those, most of you guys know what we do every year. Burqueño's done it before for us, and that was, so Burqueño también, if we can go there to that one, let's do it también otra vez. Everybody that's been here for a while knows how we do it. Those of you that haven't and just are here for the first time or for this first Christmas time, just let us know if you know of any families that need a helping hand, and let's do it. So Ty said, good night, everyone. Burquino said, bueno, good night, everyone. Take care. Francisco said, I think she gets upset because it reminds her of how you pulled her when you were in the county. I think it reminds her when she sat by the phone waiting for it to ring.
Okay, I wasn't sitting by no phone, Francisco. I was not sitting by no phone waiting for it to ring.
That is true, bro. I think you're talking about that night when I accidentally got a little too intoxicated and I didn't call her when I told her I was. Yeah, I think she stayed all night waiting for that call.
I don't know if it was all night. I eventually fell asleep. I don't think it was all night, but then never again. So calm down.
Yvonne said, good night, everyone. Stay safe and blessed. Right,
Good night, everyone.
Pequeño said, more than two is three or more. That's right.
Okay, Virginia. Thank you for that.
Arturo said, yep, I'm still here. Yep. Hey, brother, we got way past. It's a little bit over 2 hours. Para la próxima, bro. Burqueño said, Simon, thumbs up. Ty said, a lot of hustlers out there. Big motherfucker said, good night, fam. Roll that shit, fool. Want to hear it, bro? Want to hear it?
I don't want to hear it.
Eh? You like that, huh?
No, I don't. Care less.
I said, like Jovan. A lot of hustlers out there like Jovan, he said.
Yeah, in a good hustle way. Like I hustled myself with jobs.
Burkina said, boom.
All right,
guys.
brothers.
Appreciate everybody. Till tomorrow or the next day. Buenas noches. Thank you guys again, everybody. We appreciate you. I will be putting all these pictures on the community page for everybody to see. Good night.
To all, how does it go? To all, and have a good night.
Huh? Good. Have a. How does it go? Good night to all. To all.
All a good night.
Is that how it goes?
I think so.
Watsonero said good night, White Fence. Geronimo said very good news. Watsonero said night, Cricket. Night, brother.
Good night, you guys. Have a good night. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for those who appreciated my voice. Just kidding. For real, good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody who donated and everybody who just supports what we do and our cause. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't like us, don't care for us, and want to stop what we're doing, and they don't want us to help kids. And I'm here to tell you that I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop.
Those that liked her voice, this is her.
Shut up. But
So
good night, everybody. Have a good night.
these are her ears,
Oh my God, I'm done with you.
just so you know.
Don't make
Morena's
that
good
face.
night.
Don't do that face. Don't do those eyes.
I said, Watsonero, see you, LOL. Good night, everybody. Hasta la otra. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, everybody. Buenas noches.
AP said, Giovanna managed to outdo your unpleasantness tonight.
Well, good. I'm glad I was able to top it.
Ah, shit. Good night.